Hey, what's up, guys? It's Geovany Roman. I'm gonna do a quick testimony. So basically, I just want to start off with a big, quick background. Um, I was raised in a Catholic home, Catholic parents. I'm 20 years old right now, and I was born in Mexico, but I was raised in Houston my whole life, and basically, my life growing up wasn't easy. Dealing with stress, anxiety, low self-esteem, depression, even suicide thoughts. And this was, not too long ago. But basically, my school life, elementary school, middle school, high school, was involved with bullying, um, picking on, making fun of, name calling, making me feel bad, basically, because uh, growing up as a kid, I mean, I still don't have the looks, but, the girls, yeah, the girls were nice, no lie, but, just getting picked on, but, anyways, before I get off topic, sorry, um, ooh, sorry guys, didn't mean to throw my forehead in there, but, basically, um, growing up wasn't easy because I was an only. Well, I'm not an only child. I'm the oldest one. I'm the oldest one because I have a younger sister, but I'm the oldest one. So, I had no one to look up to, no one to guide me through life or through school, or whatever. And even though I had a mom and a dad, they taught me everything I know, which was good and bad, how to treat others, not to, do certain things, what was right and what was wrong, and hey, my dad was a strict, and he still is strict. But I mean, I'm a little bit more mature now. I say little because I don't feel as if I've changed, but I'm a little more mature now, so I know a big time difference what's right and what's wrong. But so basically, my dad was a strict person. He still is, but growing up, if you didn't do the right thing, you best believe consequences were coming your way. And so, you know, after high school, um, I grew up with rap, hip hop, and that whole type of culture where you had to dress a certain way, you had to talk a certain way, you have to hang out with certain people, you have to say certain things, you have to know certain things. So I wasn't about that life, but I was close to it. I haven't done any drugs, thank God. I didn't do any alcohol, thank God again, and I didn't fall into any of the influences. I didn't party, I didn't go out to clubs, I didn't hang out after school or skip school. Well, I skipped once, but that's about it. Guilty of that, that's for sure. But that's about it. I wasn't easily influenced by others, but I still knew people. You know, I knew my people, and so basically, how I really realized how life was when I started working at this restaurant back in 2011. So I realized how people were, how people really treated you, who was real and who was not, and how everything is different from what you see in high school, from what you see in the TV shows and in the movies and all this. It's a whole different world out here, and so basically, I learned that not everyone is nice, not everyone will help you, not everyone will be there for you, and not everyone will, you know, actually be real with you. They'll just be fake and just straight up whack, and lie to you and step over you and hurt your feelings. They don't care about your feelings. They'll hurt you. They don't care. They have no remorse. And so, but don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. There's still good people out there. There's still good people out there, that are willing to help you and they're willing to just help, be there for you. So, I was dealing with like I said, I was dealing with depression, suicide thoughts, because I felt low. I didn't like myself. I hated myself. I hated the world. I hated everyone. But I met somebody, in that restaurant who showed me a little different, who brought a little light into my life, who showed me that, not everybody's mean, not everybody's, hating and hateful. Not everyone is bad. They're still good in people. But, people change. And so I realized it too late. So back in 2012, around December. Yes, around December, I was looking into YouTube, trying to see what I could watch because I was bored. So I bumped into this Illuminati video. Yes, let me get closer. Illuminati. I said it. So basically, I bumped into that video, and so it was like an hour-long video, long, exposing the Illuminati for what it was. And so I'm thinking, Illuminati? What's Illuminati? I'm like, whatever. So I watched it, and it scared me. It literally scared me because I was scared. I grew up scared about scary movies, whatever, I grew up as a scared kid. I was shy. Anything would scare me, so I was a scared kid. And so just watching that, it freaked me out. And so I left it off. I never watched it again. So then a few months passed by, around February or March, is when I looked into it again. And so I wanted to learn more. So I started watching it again, and I slowly realized, I typed in Illuminati on YouTube, and a lot of stuff came up. A bunch of stuff just came up. People selling their souls, music industry, Agenda 21, world depopulation, New World Order, Bilderberg, Bohemian Grove, you name it. A bunch of stuff started coming out. Aliens, Alex Jones, William Cooper. There's so much stuff that came out where I was just overwhelmed with what I was learning. And so, and me dealing with the stress and the anxiety and the suicide thoughts was not helping. It was all piling up. And I was like, oh my, what am I going to do? I tried telling people. I tried telling the person that was, the person that showed me how life was different. I tried telling that person. That person didn't care. That person literally didn't even care. And so I was overwhelmed. I told my little sister about it, little bits of details, and she kind of got scared too. I didn't tell her everything, unlike she knows now, but so basically, how my life changed completely is when I bumped into a video from Brother Chris White and Brother Mario. Both of them have amazing YouTube videos. I do recommend you check them out. That's Vigilant Christian on YouTube, and Chris White as well. And so basically, they were exposing the New World Order, Illuminati, Satan, how it all connected with the Bible and God and Jesus Christ. I never knew, I never had a personal relationship with God. I never had the chance to walk with Jesus Christ. And growing up as a Catholic, I never read the Bible. I went to church every now and then, but it was really rare. The last time I went to church was like 3 years ago. That was a long time. So me looking into the stuff, I grew up hating Christians. I'll admit it. I grew up hating Christians just for no reason. I was raised in a Catholic home, and most of the times we are taught that, they think they're all that and this and that. So, let me say this. God has a sense of humor. I'm not trying to make fun of God, but God has a sense of humor. And so, basically, they were teaching, all these things, and I was looking into them, and I was like, well, I'm learning all these things. I might as well look into it. And so there was a point in life before I even got to them where I literally thought there was no God, period, that everything was made up just to control people. And I fell into that deception. I fell into it. And, but life kept getting worse. All these thoughts, all this stuff kept getting worse for me. And so, basically, and let me just put it out there as well. I was into pornography, everyone is nowadays. So I was into it. It was like an addiction that you couldn't get out of it. It was so addictive. Who isn't nowadays? And so, all of that piled up wasn't helping at all. Dealing with stress at home, dealing with stress at work, BS from everybody, people not being real with you. It's so much. It's like this pain inside. You just want it to leave. You just want it to die, to go, right? And so, I was reading into this, and they explained the Word of God, how Jesus Christ came to save the world. He died for everyone's sins. As a Catholic, we are taught He came down, He died, He rose up. Everyone knows that, Catholic. We know that. We know that. Former Catholic, sorry. And so I was just like, wow, overwhelmed, you know? And so just a few months later, as I kept going into this stuff, something happened around June. I was just, I was, talking with someone, but it just didn't work out. So I really loved this person, but it didn't work out. So, each person had to go their own way. And with that, because she was my, support. She was there. I said it. She was there to help me and stuff, but it just didn't work out. So she left, and things just went crazy. And so I was like, what am I going to do? And at that moment, that same day, at night, I started crying. And I was like, why? I just want to die already. So many times I tried to, but I made promises to people not to do it. And so I said, you know what? If this is true, what these two Christian guys are saying, that God can help you through Jesus Christ, if it's true, I have nothing to lose. And so I was crying in tears. And I got on my knees and I told Jesus, I'm like, hey, I cried out to Jesus, and I told him, if you can take this pain away, just take it, kill me, take my life away. I don't care. I just want it gone. I don't want this pain inside no more. This thing that's always bothering me, this loneliness, this depression, this suicide. I just want to die. I want it all to go away. I can't handle it anymore. I don't want to. Take it away, please. And I cried so hard. And I said, please. And then I still remember, it was June 16, 18, something like that. It was like a Sunday or a Saturday or Sunday. And so that was the most I cried in all my life. And so a few days later, I felt something. Like, I didn't feel that loneliness I used to feel. I didn't feel that depression, those low self-esteem, that suicide thoughts, wanting to kill myself every single moment, trying to do something stupid just to take my life. It was all gone. It was all gone. Like, I'm dead serious. It was all gone. And so I looked back into the videos again just to make sure what was going on, because, they said if you do this with a sincere heart and you truly mean it with the bottom of your heart, Jesus will come and help you. And so I looked back into the videos, and I was trying to figure out what I had experienced, and I was like, what happened? And so I looked into it, and they were basically telling me that I had given my life to Christ, and in return, He gave me His Spirit. God took the heart of stone I had and put a heart of flesh. I didn't hate myself anymore. I didn't want to commit suicide anymore. I didn't have no depression thoughts anymore. No suicide thoughts. I wasn't depressed anymore. I wasn't sad. I wasn't lonely. I do get sad and lonely nowadays, but not as much as I used to. And the pornography thing, gone. Like, I had no more addiction, no more force pulling me to it. Like, I was freed of those chains. I know it's crazy, but it's true. I'll be right back. Gotta do a part 2.